Yo, feeling pretty zonked out today, so I figured it would just be a big old bouncy time. Sometimes I just like to zonk into a nice bounce, so if that's the mode you're in, or you feel like testing how long you can bounce for, then this is also the one for you. So just as you settle in, feel the feet feeling flat, laying flat, almost smushing into the floor. Sensing the floor also pushing back up into the feet, not only supporting the feet, but up into the structures of the body. If you want to bounce a little bit harder or softer than I am, feel free. What I usually try to keep coming back to is just observing my spine, observing my core, my lower center of gravity. Just by observing those things, a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of other stuff can just find its way to move through the body. One doesn't even have to do anything. You don't even have to notice it. Really. So taking deeper breaths now. We'll take a few artificially deep breaths. Try to suck it in fast and then let it out slow. I don't really care if you do your nose or your mouth. So we'll do the first one. And out slow. Letting the body fall as the exhalation comes out. We'll take a couple normal breaths. So on that intensive inhale, I try to just, same way with how the exhale is slow and spontaneous, I try to let that inhale be spontaneous. And if I want to hunch, if my body wants to do something, I just let that inhale be how it's going to be. And then when I get to the very top of the inhale and I'm pushed in, I try to just see if I can soften a bit and let a little more air in. And you can kind of play with that like a ratchet, see how much you can get in, but it can also pass out, so, not a doctor. So we'll do another one. Big inhale in 3, 2. Really pack it in. And out. Noticing if just what's letting go in your body different from that first exhale. Returning to a normal breath. You don't need to push it. Do as much as you need to do. You don't need to do what I'm doing. Last time, big one in. Try to feel like you're filling your feet up with air. You're taking so much air. 3, 2, 1. And now we'll just return into regular bouncing. Dropping back into that awareness of the spine, also known as the central channel, the center of gravity, right in front of your sacrum. Sensing how the breath moves differently through the body the longer that the bounce is in play. Gradually, and this is how I've noticed it, gradually in longer bounces, the same with longer standing postures, the musculature will turn off and the fascia will begin to turn on. And that's where you get that sort of effortless feeling, where you're holding your arms up or you're doing something, but there's no muscular contraction or tension associated with it. It'll happen. So now, as a variability with the bounce, just for a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push harder into the up, and I'm going to bring my shoulders up to my ears, trying in a small way, in a quicker way, to emulate what we were doing before with the big inhale and the slow down. So I want to go up, hard and fast, maybe not hard, but fast, and then just let everything crash back down. Now, if you have intense neck tension, shoulder issues, hip issues, whatever, stuff like that, you know your limit. So don't go too crazy, because this can create quite a jolt. So maybe for the first one, don't go as intense. So I'm going to go up and shake down like that. Up, down. My heels might come up. I try to keep them flat, but it happens. So this is what I'm going to do for a bit. Same way almost with the swing. If you've seen that video, same way with bouncing. At the top of the bounce here, we're trying to achieve a moment of weightlessness. This almost feels like I'm fluffing a blanket. And you can also switch the breath so that when you come down, now it works better. It works better out on the way down. At least for me, right now. So you kind of up. Show you from the side. Kind of how I feel it is from my lower dantian. I'm sort of, if my whole blanket's a body, I'm coiling and letting it fly out my feet into the ground, out the top of my body, through my head, then through my arms. Like that. So I'll do a little bit more. And then we'll slightly increase the speed and lower the blanket flipping until we're just back into a regular bounce. Right now, I want to turn my feet inward. Just because that's what my body wants to do. So you can explore this, or keep your feet straight, or slightly out. The only thing I care about is if you're listening to yourself. A lot of stuff can be alleviated if you just listen to yourself. A lot of little signs of injuries that I picked up over the years. If I would have just said, hey, that elbow's sore, what's going on with you, buddy? Instead of just thinking, nah, crunch it, I got push-ups to do. This soreness is an impediment. Bouncing is a terrific way to highlight these spots in your body, especially a longer bouncing session like this. See right there? It just had enough of that, so then we're back to this one. I'm pointing stuff out like this because I see people that have watched like a video online, and I've had this happen to me too still, where it's like the dogma of the thing, right? Somebody tells me something's bad, or do it this way, and I never even try it the other way to see, and it's not even like something that would be like touching a hot stove, it's just like, oh, some guys will be like, oh, left hand first, and even though I put my right hand first, or only bring the energy from the top down, don't go bottom up. There's all sorts of, everybody's got their own stuff that works for them, brought down through the intelligence and lineage of their system and all the ancestors and da-da-da. I'm just some asshole in the woods. But it works for me. And it's listening to myself is what works for me. Especially like the body within the context of healing the body. It's one thing I can consistently say. I get what I put into it. And a lot of times in life, you don't have one of those, or we kind of take for granted those things, or those things fall to the wayside. In case you had wondered, bouncing is great for contemplative thought. And over time, longer bouncing sessions will really make your quads and thighs very, very strong, very toned. The slight bounce also, the more relaxed you get, the deeper it moves into the fascia, into the organ systems, to the joints and tendons. And in doing that, this is like slight impact training. You're tonifying all of that is relaxed right now through this bouncing, through this pumping. Sometimes what I like to think of energetically as I'm bouncing is like, it's a big piston. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And the more I focus on that kind of up and down cylinder, the more my body and joints stack in a manner that is foreign to me, but produces less tension. So I'll take it. What's a mammal to do if not to go towards the direction of less suffering? Am I right? Tuning back into the feet again. Wiggle the toes a little bit. And try squeezing the toes into the ground a bit. Locking your legs in, almost like you're riding a very skinny horse. So your feet are gripping and your legs are going a little taut in. Not like full flex, but like you're definitely hanging on. Notice what that does to the rest of your body. Now release it. Now do it again. Now release it. Now do it again. And now release it. So you can do this on purpose, or if you notice a spot that just kind of does that, you can match it with the other limb or the other side of the body, and then just give it a do that with anything. So now, bring the arms out to the sides. And there's two ways you can go with this I've seen, and I've done myself. You can sort of hunch and let the arms go like that, feeling like you're just peeling open the upper back and neck. You're not letting the head fall forward, you're more extending out this way. And you don't want to go too far forward. You want to kind of maintain this same line and just sink into it like that. Or the other one, well, I guess there's three. There's just your regular kind of centered one, which is normal. And then the other one, you can go further back. Same kind of idea as the forward one, but this way you're driving through the chest, opening this way, letting the body fall away from the head. Arms still out, but you'll notice more of a stretch in the upper pecs. So you know what, let's just do them all. Let's maintain bouncing in the center. We'll take a breath in, fold forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. I'm going to go back to center, and you do whatever you want to do. Next, we'll bring the arms out front. It'll look kind of like this. We're bringing energy into the lower center, into the body, into the organs. Don't try to pull my energy in. I'll make you sick. Next we will go up, bouncing the hands. Oh, can't really see that too good, eh? We'll go down here, there. So, you see that moment of weightlessness right there? Even in the faster speed, I'm still watching for that every time. Not in a cat watching a mouse hole kind of way, but just, that weightlessness is the gateway to a lot of unfamiliar healing processes in the body. We can imagine that it's just raining down from the heavens on us. Letting the arms fall down, taking a big breath in, and exhale. And stop bouncing. Let your body move as it needs to. Feel satisfied. It's a good amount of bouncing. Notice the differences in your body now as compared to before you joined on this video with me. If you like it, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just do a quick closing it down thing. If you just want to stay in this kind of open space, don't participate. Oh, all right. So, take your hands. As you inhale, shoot them into the ground. Pull up the back, reaching to the stars above, and exhale. Do it again, in and up and around the back, out, down the front, in and around the back and up the sides, down around the front and the sides. One more, up. Push the hands together, bring it down. Be thankful for whatever you're thankful for. Thank you.